Hi, happy Friday. I am here to talk a little bit more about the post I did yesterday about how too much sitting is not great for baby's alignment and for your ease of birth. So I have Mr. Bone Jangles here for a quick moment. I'm just going to, so what I'm going to describe happens to all of your muscles everywhere all of the time, but I'm going to focus just on one muscle and one activity and what that does. So the muscle I'm going to focus on is the psoas. Your psoas runs from the what's called the transverse processes of your lumbar spine, kind of goes through your pelvis here, and then it attaches onto the upper part of your leg. So that's what it looks like kind of on Mr. Skeleton here, since you can't see inside my body. What happens then if you figure it's here to here, if we sit for a long period of time, your body is smart and your body's not going to waste all this extra muscle that's hanging around here. It's going to say, oh, we don't need all of that. So I'm going to put my energy somewhere else, and we're just going to put this muscle in the length that it's always being used in, which would be here. Now the problem comes when we go to stand up and we don't have that give of the muscle anymore. So that we can stand up straight, we'll come straight and we'll bring our shoulders back. And now I'm in this over-exaggerated pelvic tilt. So when you're pregnant, you get tired. You may spend more time than usual sitting. So that muscle, if you have a desk job, if you're driving, if you're commuting a lot, and you're not walking to counterbalance and get that to stretch back out again, walking can be a whole other story. You can end up creating that compensation of the short hip flexors in the front, which lead to that anterior pelvic tilt, that tip forward that's so common. It's such a common pregnancy posture. And the reason that can be a problem, if this is my neutral pelvis and this is my tipped pelvis, is that if baby is here, baby is not getting into that pelvis very well. Because of this tip forward, gravity's not being a friend. But if we bring the pelvis back to neutral, baby can engage into the pelvis when the time is right, of course. And then once baby is engaged in that pelvis, can make their way down, and then we can do other positions to make baby exit. So while you might not necessarily have low back pain in pregnancy, even though it's very common, you might not have it. So even if you are walking around in a huge tilt, but you feel great, there's still biomechanical reasons why we would want to bring that pelvis back into neutral to help with baby's positioning and baby's ability to engage when the time comes. In my bio, I have a link to a class that will help undo all of that sitting. There's a big focus on that muscle here about stretching it and then also strengthening it so it can have that full supple range of motion. So if you feel like you are starting to get a little bit of that tilt, or you're starting to experience some low back pain, or you realize that you are sitting more than you wished you were, go over to my bio and you can get that free 25-minute workout to counteract the sitting that we all do. Have a fantastic weekend, and I will talk to you later. Bye.